Becoming a Roblox game developer doesn't happen overnight. It requires time, effort, and the ability to confront challenges head-on. When you encounter difficult concepts, especially in scripting and programming, it can be frustrating and demotivating. Many beginners struggle with error messages and unintended results while trying to improve their scripting skills. That's why I created these videos, to help you achieve your goal of creating the games you envision on Roblox. I'm PointCut, and I will teach you everything you need to know to become a great Roblox scripter. Alright, what you see here is the homepage of the software called Roblox Studio. This is the software we're going to use to create our games and upload them to the Roblox website so players can actually play them. I'll leave a link in the description to download Roblox Studio. Log in with your account and you will be greeted with this exact home screen. Before we do anything, I encourage you to follow exactly what I do, step by step. Just watching me isn't enough to help you learn. You need to do it yourself to really understand it. Once we are on this home screen, Roblox offers a bunch of templates. For this tutorial, we're going to use the baseplate template right here. I'm going to click on this, and Roblox will load the template. Now we are thrown into this world that we can mess around with. Our goal for this first episode is to familiarize ourselves with Roblox Studio. The first thing I want to show you is how to navigate this 3D world. Imagine you are playing Roblox on a PC. The controls are very similar. If we hold W, the camera moves forward. If we hold S, it moves backwards. A goes left and D goes right. If we want to look around, hold the right mouse button and drag your mouse. This changes where the camera is facing. We can combine these movements to fly around the studio however we like. Some other useful controls. Hold Q to move the camera down. Hold E to move the camera up. And you can use the scrolling wheel to zoom in and out. Now, let's look at the windows. These are very important. First, the Roblox Studio ribbon up here. This shows all the resources and services available to us. Right now, we are in the Home tab. If we select Model, it shows different tools. Same for Avatar, Test, View, and Plugins. Next is the Explorer window on the right side. You see all these different folders? To summarize, the Explorer is a directory of folders, each with a specific purpose. When you combine them, you get a Roblox game. Every game has this structure. For example, look at Workspace. Workspace represents the entire 3D world. It renders everything we see on the game screen. If we click the arrow next to Workspace to open it, we know what's inside: the camera, terrain, spawn location, and the base plate. It's a hierarchical structure, and it is essential to understand this when finding things in your game. When I select an object, such as the workspace, I can refer to the Properties window located below it. This window displays all the attributes, settings, and configurations for the selected object. If I choose a different object, like the spawn location, the Properties window updates to show the properties for that object. We can modify these properties in real time. For instance, if I click on the color property, a color wheel appears. After selecting a new color and clicking OK, the change takes effect immediately in the game. This demonstrates how the Explorer and Properties windows work together. In some videos, you might notice these windows arranged differently. This is simply because the user changed their default layout. You can do the same by dragging a window from one location and snapping it to your preferred area. If you accidentally close a window or want to reset your layout, go to the menu bar at the top, select Window, and from there you can re-add any closed windows, open a new window, or reset your layout, which will require a quick restart of Roblox Studio. Now, let's add a part to the game. I'm going to deselect the spawn location by clicking anywhere in the world. Go to the top ribbon, also referred to as the mezzanine. As long as we're in Home View, the toolbar below should display all tools and insertable objects related to our tab. The Part Insertion button is the one we're after. Before we click on it, I'd like to show you this little drop-down arrow that lets you select either block, sphere, wedge, corner wedge, or a cylinder part. Note that selecting one of these will also make it the default for the part button, but we can always just select the block part to reset it. When we click on it, Roblox will insert the chosen part wherever we are looking in the viewport, so I would recommend angling your camera down at the ground to see where the part is created. Now I can take this part, hold down the left mouse button and drag it wherever I want. This is using the Select tool. As you hover over the part in the 3D viewport, it becomes outlined to indicate it is selectable. We can also select an outlined part by clicking it, or we can select multiple parts by holding Shift, Control, or the Command key on Mac as we hover over and click. Note that the toolbar also provides tools to select, move, scale, rotate, and transform our part. Let's click on the Move tool. You will see arrows surrounding the part. The blue arrow moves it forward and back. The red arrow moves from side to side, left to right. The green arrow moves it up and down. Next, when we click on Scale, we get these little sphere handles. If we drag the handles, we can resize the part in any direction. If we hold Control, it will resize in both directions, whereas Shift will temporarily prevent it from snapping to our grid for that fine-grained control. Finally, the Rotate tool. This brings up circles. Select a circle and drag to rotate the part in that specific direction. And just like the Scale and Move tools, holding Shift will toggle the grid snapping. In addition to using the Rotate tool, you can quickly rotate selected objects 90 degrees about their x-axis by pressing Ctrl plus T, Command and T on Mac, or 90 degrees about their y-axis by pressing Ctrl plus R, Command plus R or Mac. I believe this should provide a solid foundation for your learning journey in the studio. At the end of each video, I'll present you with a challenge to help assess and practice what you've learned. For this video's challenge, I simply want you to experiment with Roblox Studio. Move around the workspace, add more parts, change their colors, and adjust their sizes using the Scale tool. Take some time to navigate through the settings and familiarize yourself with the interface. Once you're finished, please go down to the comments section and describe what you did for this learning objective. It's a great way to see what everyone else is working on. Remember, if you get stuck, you can always refer to the official Roblox documentation, which I will link in the description. One last thing before we wrap up. Be sure to save your work. Click on File in the top left corner, and from there you can choose whether to save your project on your computer or keep it online on Roblox servers. I personally recommend selecting Save to Roblox, so if my computer ever breaks, I can easily access my project from a different device. In the pop-up window, you can specify your game's name. I'll enter Beginner Tutorial. Add an optional description and set the creator, which will just be me. You can leave the device setting as default and choose whether to opt in or out of the team create and data sharing options. For now, I'll leave those as is. That wraps up this video. If you found it helpful, please leave a like so that other learners can discover it on YouTube. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.